50 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes. Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Florida Gators, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Gators will kick it off to get us underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Gives it on the option. Plows through the defense. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Fires to the middle. And he really needed... Hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short throw. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. You're going to make it that easy for us.
So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on 4th down in his own territory. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo booster.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Pulls it in.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Second down, he'll throw it. Got his man quickly. Turning it on. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
From the red zone, looking for a space. He's got it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The Buckeyes, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
They'll come to the line just 1 yard shy of the goal line on third down. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Paul.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
Yankee Blue, Hornet, Acorn.
The snap sets up the throw. He's going for the goal line. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these fourth downs. You didn't get that one, but don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
Power football with the run. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is the top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Back to throw, it's Rivers. Caught close to the marker, it's Lanning. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Fires deep on the run. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw your primary target like he was on that last one.
Looking to fire. Right down the middle. He's got an open man. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And the Gators are flying down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. With the catch, it's Turbin. Breaks into the open. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
Wide receiver going in motion. They'll go to the ground. They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Wants to throw. It's Rivers. Fires on the move. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. The give to the back. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
On fourth down, they could boot the field goal, but looks as if they'll go for it. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Throws to the tight end. Soft spot in the middle. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Steps away to find some room. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to go up top. He caught it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
These wide receivers are so athletic out wide now. You're so worried about getting beat deep. And these slant routes, they can be a good changeup. I mean, just a couple steps, stick your foot in the ground, come inside. It might not be huge gains all the time, but, man, it keeps that DB off balance.
To the air, it's Rivers. Back's got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with the touchdown.
Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Complete to the left. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Out of the gun, the give to the back.
to see this on offense early in drives. Getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Buckeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
A couple of yards shy of the 1st down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own great field position.
And this offense choose to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed now. Early in the game, a chance to create momentum to swing back to the other side of the football field.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Rivers. Grabbed in the middle, it's Turbin. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down mark.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires on the move. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
Maybe just a shade out of their field goal range, so they'll lead the offense out there on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Running out of time here in the 1st half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass on 2nd down. Makes the grab. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Blasted as he lets it go. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the 1st half. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this 2nd half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communicating communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Back to pass, it's Rivers. This time it's complete. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Defense just didn't have an answer there on the slant throw. Once the completion was made, they just couldn't get to the ball carrier and get him down on the ground.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. Lets it fly. Catch inside the 25. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
Well, this quarterback has found a really nice rhythm here on this drive. He just looks dialed in. He's doing a great job in the pre-snap, seeing the safety rotation, and that time saw the one-on-one matchup to take a shot, and he hit it. He's in a really, really nice groove right now.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Going for 6. Line out trying to get it in. Almost in, but they'll say he didn't make it, inches away from the touchdown.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw.
And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Florida.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism, and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense. There he goes. Getting up close to midfield. Gets it to the 48-yard line before being run out of bounds. The Buckeyes want to move quickly.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play call. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. From the shotgun, the inside give. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, it's an offense that prides themselves on being physical. No mystery there. You need 1 yard, turn around, hand it off, let him go to work.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. He turns it loose to the left. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Finds a crease at the 20. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. And that big gainer on the last one has been threatening from inside the 10. making adjustments. Wants to go up top. Looking to get it in. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
To the air on second down. Fires to the end zone. It's picked off. That's number 10.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
To throw, it's Rivers. With the catch, it's Turbin. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
The Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. A strike downfield. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. And this defense, this crowd, this atmosphere, it can rattle an offense in a hurry.
You can shake them up. When you can get to the quarterback and affect them, we all know they become very human. They start seeing things. And with this crowd, they can't hear anything. This place is going absolutely nuts. Nice job.
Turning it on. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He's moving out of the pocket. And he'll just get rid of that one.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Defense wants to bring the heat. Dropping back, it's Rivers. Under fire. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, giving up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Trying play action. Bringing the heat. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They'll try to start this final period by putting a 3 spot on the board. At this point in the game, and this crowd knows this is a huge field goal attempt. Splits the uprights. Good. And that lead grows even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that ACC matchup that has just gone final. Florida State went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's house and prove you're legit. And did the Seminoles ever do that? We expected to see a shakeup in the ACC. It's bound to happen in this kind of game. But this type of win is a serious statement.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. They're dealing with a second and long. Give to the running back. Runs through the tackle. They finally get him stopped. This veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. And the Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something.
Makes the catch along the left sideline, and that is a big pickup. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Still looking on the move. Got his man on the right. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
God, he's annoying to play against. You think about it as a defense, I'm trying to cage you in, trying to keep you in the pocket, and then he's just whoop, 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 spinning all over the place, getting outside the pocket, making plays, and then you got to go chase him again and again and again. Just wears you out.
His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
And that's a really good job by this defense because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
Makes the catch, and he will score. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Looking for a man. It's Rivers. Rushes on him. Pucks it out of the air. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. He couldn't quite get loose on that return. He'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
I definitely am trying to be a little bit conservative. I can't be cautious, but I want to be a little bit conservative. Up 2 possessions. The clock is my friend. I got the football. The worst thing I can do is throw an interception, turn the football over, stop the clock, give them the ball back.
Got it! Touchdown, Ohio State! Once he got some room, it was over. Getting set for the point after.
Forget about those tight ends, right? They come up and they block most of the time, and a lot of time near the line of scrimmage, and then occasionally offenses do a great job, get creative, find a way to get a good matchup for the tight end, and he does the rest and gets in for 6.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Wants to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Back to pass. It's Rivers. And they're not on the same page there.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
They come to the line facing third and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to take a shot. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They'll leave it with him. Bringing it back. Running through contact. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
We've seen it from this running back, too. There's a lot of ways he can make you miss. Bottom line, this defense has to do a better job game tackling.
Yeah, just hard to bring down. Just physical, run through people. This is a guy that defenses hate playing against, and you see why. So many yards after contact.
The Buckeyes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Rides the back and leaves it. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. After getting nothing done on first down, 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. huge chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. Here's the pressure. Big fella moving. Big fella fighting for every inch, but he will not get there, and it'll be 4th down.
And that is perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays, don't want to give up those first downs, and just make that clock run.
Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, Ohio State.
All the plays, all the plans, all the schemes, and it will be decided on this kick. And with 2 seconds left, their last chance to send it to overtime. Never a doubt. And the 3-ball gives us a tie. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
Looking for a man. It's Rivers. He's got him. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. I think that receiver really had 2 choices there. Catch the ball, or he was going to wear it in his chest.
Yeah, he was going to be maybe taking an ice bath after too many of these crow routes. He catches them in the body.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators! They jump on top here in OT.
This offense is high octane, boy, and you just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
That makes the score Florida 24, Ohio State 17.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Motion from the back. Looking to throw on 1st down. Good timing on the quick out. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Now on 1st down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Leaves it with the back. Shakes off the defender. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
Man, you play the whole game. Now it's coming down to what? A couple of plays. It's in overtime. You're starting to move the ball closer to the opponent's end zone. You got to make a play.
Touchdown, Buckeyes! They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make with the point after.
First off, really impressed by how physical this guy is still running the ball this late in the game. But now it's decision time. You want to play it safe, kick the extra point, or are you feeling aggressive to go for 2 points?
And I think this is all about how you feel about your defense and how you feel about this game extending. Do I have a chance? Do I have better players? Am I more fatigued? Like, all this has to come into account because you got a chance right now with 1 play to win this football game.
Now 1st down here in the 2nd overtime. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. It is plays like that that'll let you pile up some serious passing yards.
Man, what an effort. I mean, the layout to be able to catch the football, keep it off the ground. Nice job by this receiver, and that's why this quarterback's had a day. Guys,
Touchdown, Ohio State. Got it in to take the lead here in the 2nd OT.
Another this one, running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They got the touchdown. Now in the second overtime, you have to go for two. Defense going to use a timeout here to make sure everyone is crystal clear on their assignment here in overtime. Now in the second overtime, you must go for the two-point conversion. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Here he goes breaking the pocket. They can't convert, and the lead remains at 6, and now they'll have to go on defense.
Ohio State 30, Florida 24.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Back to throw, it's Rivers. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
The play-action fake. Pocket breaking down. Wide open downfield. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback, using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
They'll run it on first and goal. He's going for the goal line. He has kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
How about getting that big play on the ground here in OT? Great job up front by the offensive line. This has been a long, hard-fought, physical game, but these guys look like they could play for at least another couple of quarters.
Working that left side now. Touchdown, Florida! What a great response here in overtime.
Down close to the goal line. Great job by the tight end on his route for that touchdown.
Have to go for two, starting in double overtime, and this one would win the game. He's looking to throw. They got it! The two-pointer for the win, and they take the game in double overtime.
You know, David, coaches are always preaching mental toughness, and at this juncture of the game, you need one play to get it done, and the offense delivered.
Man, all this time, all the energy, all the effort to get to that one singular play. Offense versus defense for a two-point conversion, and the offense comes through with the win.
What a game. We had a furious fight all the way to the final ticks, and that one is going to be remembered forever.
And I think when you're the #1 team in the country, you're coming in expecting to win. You're the favorites. Everybody's talking about you. You have all the momentum. You're the loved college football team in all of the land. To come in today, they played a competitive game, Jesse, but that's an inferior opponent they just lost to.
That's true. They've got to be more consistent moving forward as the #1 team. And we saw flashes today of why they were the #1 ranked team. We know they've got talent, but you've got to start fast. You can't shoot yourself in the foot. You can't have penalties. You can't turn the ball over. You can't have the lapses in concentration we saw today that led to them losing.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.